Day, what a day. Beautiful day in Nash, Vegas, baby. Wednesday, October 5th, Wednesday, as they as
As
most
they should
people
call it.
will call it. That's right. Anyone who knows what's up
The real ones.
calls it Wednesday
Right.
because
I mean,
that's how you spell it.
right. Whoever created the word, which I'm not sure how that works, they decided to spell it that way because they wanted it said that way.
I mean, clearly,
Right.
if
Why else would you?
that's a great question.
Either
That
he
is
was.
the question of the day.
That is the question of the day. And unfortunately, folks, we will never find the answer. But
Why
stick
is
around. We could.
why is the D silent?
Right. Get it out of there.
Get that quiet out of here. It's so true.
It's like, especially in, what's another one? Need with the K in front of it. Isn't that a thing?
Yes, like kneading dough.
Yes.
I don't know what the K is for.
And they say that what is English is the hardest language to learn. And when I run into situations like we are at this moment, I get it because
Oh, absolutely.
like F those words. I mean, I'm just saying. we could tell Spanish people or just any other foreign speaking people. Don't worry about those words. We don't use those often.
I mean, that's the people who when they buy Rosetta Stone to learn English and
Right.
mm,
It's like we're gonna skip this one because we don't use it. Are you planning on
unless you're
being a doctor?
or a baker. If you're a baker, you might need to know the word need. Other than that, it's useless.
Exactly.
It's literally useless. So.
Homophones,
Anyway, look at Broadway right now. It looks so different.
It does. Wait, let's we're about to go into time machine. Ready? What? How did so many people get there all of a sudden?
It is super crazy because I mean we talked about it. I mean, it's nuts. And look, I've been in this situation before. People standing on the sidewalk sucks.
Oh, it's the worst. It is absolutely the worst. And you could be a family of 4. You could be a child, a grown man. People are hitting your shoulders, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, and it's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Which again, that's why I wanted to be on the rooftop of AJ's or some other place and enjoy the concert from.
I could just picture you getting there, on the rooftop, running from rooftop to rooftop.
Yes, I do.
There's Yao on the
just
on top of the roof.
And my arms are just flailing.
Yeah, jumping from building to building.
I watch too many cop shows.
Right. I
believe this is completely plausible and an option because of the cop shows I watch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, remember, I don't know if you remember my statement yesterday morning, but I said I feel bad for the people that get there early because they're going to get a good spot. They're going to look at the stage and see clearly, hear everything perfect, but they're not leaving for about 4 hours because they cannot move.
So I have this friend, an ex-friend. We don't really talk. We used to be friends, I guess.
We'll find
him. He's 6'5" and he gets to every concert at 2:00 in the morning ahead of time to get in line. And yes,
nothing's worth that.
So
maybe there is.
It's very frustrating because when he's 6'5", you could get there last and you would still be able to see.
Exactly. Yeah, literally. You're a built-in ladder.
So it's very frustrating because you've got all these people who can't stand behind him.
Exactly. Even if you get there second, you might not be able to see if you stand behind him.
It's frustrating. So anyway, but
I get why you're not friends with him anymore. I'm just kidding.
It's like you're just a selfish dude.
That was the. It's not even the straw that broke the camel's back. We've been very close up to this point, but that I can just not handle.
I can't handle it anymore. But yeah, it was a beautiful night last night on Broadway. I bet it was nice and cool. It
A
being
little
in.
cold.
Yeah, but all
It
that
was
body
crisp.
heat.
That's true. That's true. Oh my
So
God, so much body heat.
it was probably comfortable.
You're right. You know what? I want my thermostat to say that whole sentence. In a crowd, kind of cold outside, but don't worry, there's 800 strangers next to you.
That's
You're
the
gonna be right.
setting.
That is the setting to be on, to relax, to kick back.
Well, and it's still beautiful out there today. Going to be a great day. So why don't we take a look at today's weather?
Let's do it. I had the.
Okay, Tom Loke.
Is that what he says?
Let's do it.
I
Doom,
think,
doom, 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 doom.
I think maybe that Tom Loke might get that from me, though.
No, I don't think so. I
Okay,
don't think so.
we can agree to disagree. The weather today is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. Roy Meat Service is your local Nashville meat shop, whether it be bologna sandwich, RC Cola, which I've gotten. I don't know if I don't think I have. I guess Roy Meat Service. Let's show him real quick. He's on the RC Colas lately, so you can get one there at Roy Meat Service, along with a plethora of meats. Me and Chris got to go down there and try the Fernando's quesadillas. You can go to their website at roymeatservice.com. Excuse me, that's roymeatservice.com. You can visit them while you're in Nashville, just out and about at 605 South 19th Street in Nashville. Give them a call. Everybody's got a cell phone at 615-227-2583. See what they're about. Talk to Roy. Talk to his staff. They're fantastic. You'll like them. You'll want to go. And you can bring meat home with you and cook it. I can't cook, but I know that if I can throw a steak. I know to throw the steak on a grill. I can kind of feel like when it's done, right? You flip it a couple times, and I know that it would come out best if I got it from there. The high today, 78. I swear this whole week has almost been deja vu. High 78, low 42, sunny all day long.
Tomorrow, though.
Tomorrow? What do you mean?
Tomorrow it's going to be a little warmer than today. It's going to be like it's mid-80s tomorrow.
I didn't know Debbie Downer joined our broadcast here. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Mid-80s tomorrow. So
mid-80s. That's okay. That's okay. 99% chance of no rain, 1% chance of it. 37% humidity. Anything under 40, I'm parading outside by myself. Join me if you'd like. UV index, getting out there. That's your weather. Brought to you by Roy Meat Service.
Parading outside by yourself, like
I guess that's just walking, right?
Like Will Ferrell in Old School.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna keep my clothes on, right? But I'm gonna do what he did similarly. Similarly, can't say that word. Similar, yeah, like him.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
shrieking
of that. No. I am, however, big fan of the song "The Streak" by.
How's that go? Can you sing it right
by Ray Stevens? Well, it's it's the one where like, this is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news from across the nation. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I did. He was coming around the pole beans, naked as a jaybird. I hollered over to Ethel. I said, "Don't look at those." It was too late. She'd already been mooned.
I got it. Okay. I'm going to have to hear it just with the music, but that was good. That was good. Thank you for doing that. That was brave. That was brave.
I really can't. I can't sing that particular song. It's a little weird. He's weird. But I love Ray Stevens. Ray Stevens is fantastic.
For sure. For sure. I've heard definitely heard him.
Had a Ray Stevens comment yesterday during your top 5 on Main Street Sports Today.
Yes.
Because you said something ridiculous. You said something ridiculous, and so Mo and I said you needed to turn in your ring and your tie tack.
This is a horrible question. Yeah, what was the question again? Even though I have to relive this attacking. What was it that I asked that was dumb?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, thank God.
But whatever you said, we were like, no, you can't say that because,
Yeah, you were like,
you're out of the shrine.
who was it? Yes, it was, I can't remember.
I don't remember. Anyway.
We'll have to watch it. Like, the folks will have to watch the show, which you can find anywhere on Twitter or Facebook to find out what my dumb question was.
Or Twitter, Facebook. You can check out.
Oh yeah, the
Roku app. All kinds.
We're live there now.
We are. We
That's
are live there.
Literally yesterday, Dave called me and said he was so pumped. He called me, our owner, Dave Gould, and said that like we had just been one of the first to be live on the channel finally, like concurrently live the whole time, which is great news.
It is. That's awesome. I'm so excited to hear that.
We had a great show.
Welcome to our live viewers on Roku, Apple, and Fire Stick.
Yes. Hello.
You can go back and watch on demand yesterday's Main Street Sports Today, Top 5 Tuesday. It was phenomenal. Top 5 rappers. It was great.
R.I.P. Coolio.
R.I.P. Coolio. And Sarah mentioned this morning. She said, "I love how you guys did the top 5 in honor of Coolio, and nobody said Coolio." It's like, oh, maybe we should have it.
I'm literally just now realizing that we didn't.
It's like, nobody said Coolio. That's so sad.
And we even did honorable mentions. We're horrible people.
Never got to Coolio. It's okay.
But now we can. We take it back. No, I don't.
No, it's too late now. It's too late now. Let's take a look at traffic. Right now, traffic is brought to you by our friends at 54, a Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting our website, joinallofus.org/50forward.
Sorry, I just made you do that ad read like straight to the camera. I thought I had my screen up. My fault.
It's all good. I'm going to give you a guess on where there might be some slowdowns.
All right, cool. I like this game. I'm going to say always at that one spot we hate.
Yes, 440 and 40?
Yes.
Definitely some slow traffic moving there into town. Absolutely.
Okay.
Also 24 East and 65 South, that split. Also merging delays there. On the downtown loop, it's almost clear, but there is some slow moving traffic on heading to the East Bank, or actually heading south from the East Bank. Obviously, there's merging delays getting off of 41 right there at Top Golf and First Horizon Park.
I see. I always forget we have Top Golf.
And now you can forget that.
Now you can always remember.
Yeah, and then there is debris on the roadway up in heading toward Gallatin, Hendersonville, that area on 65 North. So right before you get to Good Pasture School.
There will be a day where I'll remember what like numbers mean what for each interstate, and while I navigate this traffic cam, as soon as you say one, I'll be able to go to it. So,
man, I can't wait. It's going to be one day.
What a day that will be. You're right. I'm not saying it'll be today. I'm not saying it'll be tomorrow. But one of these years, man, we're going to get it right.
Please turn in your Red Book hymnals to page 343. What a day. Glorious day that will be. We've got so much going on today. Ashley Perham's going to join us here.
She's the best.
She is, and she has been working insanely hard on a couple of phenomenal stories, and I need you guys to read them on Main Street Nashville. So we're going to talk to her about why and how important are those stories for her to talk about, things like domestic violence and service dogs and so much more. So we'll get to her a little bit. We've got our top 3 stories coming your way here momentarily. So stick around. We'll take a break. Mornings on Main Street. We'll come back though, right after these messages. So stick around.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor-trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor-trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor-trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual...
I was looking for a major where I didn't have to do math or science. And when I took, so my sophomore year, I just took a ton of different classes trying to figure out something I liked, and one of them was Journalism 101. And it was like, well, this is great. You get to ask people questions and find out about them and then write about it. What could be better? So that's how I got into it.
This song does slap. You're right. I'm glad that we added this.
I mean, it goes hard. It really does.
It makes you want to run through a brick wall. Which
Fire it up.
Right. I don't recommend. But if there was a brick wall here, I'd do it. There just isn't one around that I can find.
You have to go to the old Hickory office and run through the fake brick wall that's in the one studio.
It's like, does that still count? And why did you do that? And how did you
It's no good. It's no good. As you're taking a look at Broadway with literally no one on it. There's one person just walking across the street randomly.
Where's the Tootsie's birthday bash? You missed it, folks. That is pretty crazy that they can just get. I mean, it looks like nothing happened there.
It does. It looks like it was just.
Let's remind the people. This is what it was last night.
Yeah, I mean, at 11 o'clock last night, it still looked like this.
And now it's just.
And now it looks like that. It's incredible.
Wow. Shout out to that crew. Whoever. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of people involved, but wow.
Must have been the Trackhouse Racing pit crew.
You're right. Exactly. That's my imitation of taking the tires.
Yeah. Trackhouse Racing based right here in Nashville. Obviously, they have Daniel Suarez driving the 99 Tootsie's car. So I assume that their pit crew was part of the
all the gear
set up and tear down. Oh, absolutely, they were. No question.
And they weren't sent in until like the last 8 seconds because they had to.
Exactly. You
and they were running. The guy with the fuel pump always cracks me up because I'm like, I know that thing is heavy.
Oh, it's very heavy. Yeah, I would not want to pick one up. No. Not at all. Let's take a look at today's top 3 stories. Justin, we've got 3 good ones. Good news all around the mid-state. Meta, formerly known as Facebook, recently announced the local data center in Gallatin is accepting applications for a community action grants. Meta is proud to be part of the Gallatin community, and we're committed to playing a positive role and investing in the region's long-term vitality, said Tara Tenorio, a community development manager with Meta. We're thrilled to introduce our data center community action grants to Sumner County, and we encourage local nonprofits and schools to apply. Qualifying agencies will include registered 501c3 organizations and schools. Tenorio said schools are encouraged to notify the superintendent of their intended grants to ensure that the most competitive applications are submitted. Community grants are available to projects that do one or more of the following things: address critical community needs by putting the power of technology to use for community benefit, connect people online or off, and improve local science, technology, engineering, and mathematics or STEM education. Each project must demonstrate metrics that can be publicly reported, Tenorio said. Grant recipients will be asked to provide a report on how the funds are being used and their impact in the community. Tenorio also said the amount of grant money received can vary depending on the project applied for and its impact on the community. Recent examples of grants awarded in Huntsville, Alabama, where Meta has a data center, included Huntsville City Schools, which received $10,000 to support the development of a community STEM garden that connects the community together. The Cap and Gown Project, which received $15,000 to enable transformative opportunities to pursue college and underserved secondary school students. And the Living Room. I didn't say that like a Southern person. It's living with an apostrophe, received $17,870. The living room, living room.
And down there, you take a ride at the commode.
At the dining room, at the commode. Yes.
You can hit the living room.
That's right. Now, the living room received $17,870 to provide new computers and projectors for training at the community center. So, applications are being received through Friday, October 21st. Grant winners will be announced in the spring of 2023. All grant funds must be used within 1 year after the award date. So there you have it. Moving on, New Rutherford County's board chair, Tammy Sharp, said she has 3 primary goals for the district. She is serving her second term on the board and was elected to her first term as chair 2 weeks ago. In an interview, she laid out 3 goals for the district. First was literacy. She said, "Our numbers are trending in the right direction, and I'm confident that we'll see further improvement." Her second goal is school buildings. "We are at or near capacity in many of our schools on the north end," she said. "I feel like we have a great team that will be able to tackle our growth issues and with some innovative ideas." Her third goal is expanding the fine arts program. She said that for this school year, the district added 11 fine art teachers. Sharp also mentioned 3 challenges facing the district: funding, finding buildable land, and managing our explosive growth. Her son, who attended Rutherford County Schools from kindergarten through 8th grade and graduated from Franklin Road Christian in 2019, she said parental rights, Common Core, and excessive federal involvement originally spurred her to get involved with the school board. Soon she will receive her level 4 out of 5 boardsmanship award given to board members from Tennessee School Board Association. Each level has specific requirements on training, events, experiences, conventions, and workshops. Her level 5 master board member coursework will include those requirements plus a portfolio submitted for judging. She can be reached via email at sharpt@rcsschools.net. And finally, the Blue Star Families of Tennessee celebrated Blue Star Welcome Week on Saturday, September 24th at the North Central Institute's campus on Jack Miller Boulevard in Clarksville. Blue Star Families of Tennessee's chapter director Carissa Poe, who served 17 years as a military spouse, said there are 3,820 members in her local chapter, which includes folks from Fort Campbell, Clarksville, and Nashville, and also in Hopkinsville and Oak Grove in Kentucky. "We recognize the 600,000 active duty and transitioning military families who move to new communities each year," Poe said. "About 82,000 active military families reside here in Tennessee. One of the main focuses of the chapter is literacy," according to Poe. "We placed little free libraries on Fort Campbell last year. We have extended that project into Clarksville this year," she said. Saturday's celebration included a free family fun day with the ribbon cutting ceremony of a free little library near Gate 1 of Fort Campbell. Little free libraries have the "Take a Book, Share a Book" slogan attached to its campaign of reaching readership among youths. Each little birdhouse-looking stand holds several books for people to use and return once read. They function on the honor system. However, readers do not need to share a book in order to take one. There are 13 little free libraries located in Montgomery County, according to Clarksville City Council member Ambar Marquise of Ward 5, who helped organize Saturday's ribbon-cutting ceremony. The goal is to have a little free library placed in each of the city's wards. Brent Streeter, a co-worker of Marquis, who has built 13 little free libraries, said he sees the importance of literacy and decided to help with the program in the area. To find out more about Blue Star Families, visit bluestarfam.org or find them on Facebook at Blue Star Families of Tennessee. There you have it.
Well done. Well done.
All right. Let's take a break because Ashley Parham is awaiting and looking forward to talking to her again.
Yes.
She had some fantastic stories as of late and looking forward to seeing what sparked those ideas and what's coming up next for her on Main Street Nashville. This is Mornings on Main Street Media TV. You guys stick around. I'll be right back after this.
Have you heard about the high levels of radon in Middle Tennessee? Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer, second only to smoking, and has no color, no taste, and no smell. The only way to know if you have radon is to test for it. Duret Radon Mitigation offers testing for small and large-scale residential and commercial properties plus mitigation services. Visit DuretRadonMitigation.com to request testing or get a free estimate for mitigation. That's DuretRadonMitigation.com.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. One area I can help with is if you are newly or nearly retired or maybe have changed jobs and have an old 401k account. You may need more information to help you clearly understand your options. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email Eric at rockcastlewealth.com.
Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The three charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget. The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, you know, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's, you know, we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So, you know, whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk. When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Okay. Gotta wait for the beat to drop there. 3 straight commercials voiced by George Plaster. If you want to hear more of George's voice, you can do that at 4 o'clock.
I didn't notice that. I did just go on it right there, didn't I?
You went on a George rant, but that's okay. If you want to hear more of George, he and Watson and Billy Derrick are at 4 o'clock each and every day. You can find them live here on your Main Street Media Roku app, Apple TV, or Fire Stick app, or on your cellular device.
Yes. Or you could tune into this show and watch it on commercials because that's all I play. It'll just be 2 minutes of George talking. I don't know about what, maybe his cereal that morning.
Yesterday it was his sports coat.
Yes,
and Watson was giving him the business about the sports coat. He said, "I don't know, but if it cost any money at all, I know you didn't buy it."
I love Watson.
Watson does. He really does. He puts him right on it. So anyway, yeah, that's at 4 o'clock each and every day. And if you want to hear George Plaster get roasted, it's worth it. Trust me.
And he takes it too because Watson is such a wiser, more experienced in football.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, he's a coach, right? Like, you can't talk back to a coach. Everybody knows you have to run for that. No one's running. Except for maybe our next guest. She would probably be like, bet I'll do it.
Yeah, that's right. Ashley Perringham joins us now, and she's known for running.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
She does lots of running. Well, I mean, you look behind you. It's just pictures of you running across the world. I don't know how you got from Europe to here, though. Like, I mean,
there's a sea.
Yeah, but she didn't run across it.
Well,
the boat just the whole time never stopped.
So you're
really long boat.
Okay. Do you run in place at crosswalks?
No, because I'm tired.
Okay, good.
Because no one should be doing it. If you run in place at crosswalks,
I see why. Because if you're on a really long distance run and you stop to walk, it hurts worse than just staying moving. Like stopping hurts.
But how ridiculous that you look, though, is the thing. I think
if you care about how you look, you should be running.
That's true. That's true. Good point. All right.
Or if you care about how you look, that's why you're running.
It's valid.
So I guess it depends. Ashley, thanks for taking some time with us today. That was not what we wanted to talk about, but hey, running.
I'm always down to talk about running.
The other, I told you, was it Monday? And over the weekend, I had this plaid shirt on that really looked like it looked like Forrest Gump, and I was just like, and I just started running, and that's I've been talking about running a lot, and I am not going to be running at all.
Yeah, I think you're giving a false impression to the people.
I really am.
Just jogging.
I mean, you have just enough time to get ready for a turkey trot. You could do it. Couch to 5K.
Look, couch to 5K was not that did not work out well for me the last time I tried it. It did not work out. No.
What is that?
And plus, it's an app on your phone that will kind of guide you through like building your body up to being able to run from not running at all ever to running a 5K. And it does have it has some great features to it, but it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I tried P90X for one single time, and safe to say, the DVD shorted out. It wasn't me. I was going to finish it. All 89 other ones were just messed up.
They just had a scratch around like the entire thing, just a scratch.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll skip the entire time. Anyway, Ashley, you've been doing some great work on Main Street Nashville, and I wanted to get you on here and talk about it because some of these features that you've been writing, I mean, you're going deep into the community and finding the coolest stories or the most inspiring stories or the most heart-wrenching stories. You have an uncanny knack for being able to find stories that will hit people in the gut. And so, I love what you're doing, and I'm just curious, is that what you were expecting to happen over the last month, or has it just been it just kind of fell in your lap to be that way?
Honestly, I think it just kind of fell in my lap. I think I've been here for almost 18 months now, and so sources know that they can reach out to me, and they know the type of stories that Main Street likes and the type of stories that I like to write. And so honestly, with most of the ones I've written, it's been people sending me stuff because they think that we would be a good outlet for it. And I'm really appreciative of that because I really enjoy doing those stories that are really like into the community. And I think everybody has a story, and I enjoy people reaching out to me to let me know about stories they find.
Yeah, and one of them, this lead is phenomenal. Tornado sirens, alarm clocks, doorbells, even her name, Kathy Taylor, service dog, Spain, and notifies her of all of them all. And I think it's so important when you are trying to tell the story of something that maybe people don't understand all of the aspects, like a service dog. Like, I don't really know what a service dog does because I've never been around one. So getting that information from those people, and obviously I don't know that I ever need to know what a service dog does, but when you read these stories, it's like, man, I really am glad they exist. And so tell me about Kathy Taylor and how that story came about her service dog.
So actually, Ivan Aronin, our editor, messaged me and was like, "Hey, this is National Service Dog Month. Can you like figure something out with this?" I was like, "Sure," because I actually, when I was like 7, the American Girl Doll of the Year trained service dogs, and I like was obsessed with that. And I don't think I could ever do it, but I just like think about that sometimes. And so I was like, oh my word, this is a way to really like dig into that and learn all about it. So I reached out to that Canine Companions for Independence, and they connected me with Kathy, who lives in Lebanon, and Spain, who is so precious. She wouldn't stop licking me. It was amazing. She was great. And then also I had an interview with Callan, who raises puppies in Nashville. So it was so cool getting to learn like how those dogs can change lives. And I grew up with a few dogs, and so I know like everybody has like an emotional connection with a dog if you're a dog person, but just seeing like the physical, like, oh, they can actually be like so useful. And like Kathy, I remember she's like, watch this. And she walked away from me and she like dropped a piece of paper, and the dog just ran up to her and like alerted her that she had dropped a piece of paper. It was the craziest thing. And her dog especially is interesting because some dogs, like you can tell them, oh, you can like stop working now. But hearing dogs have to be on alert all the time because you can like tell them to go to bed. But if a fire alarm goes off, they have to be able to notify you. So that dog was always on call no matter what. It was amazing.
It's such a cool story when you talk about Canine Companions, the organization that you're talking about here, and how they train service dogs, and it is insane to me when you read these statistics of 325 to 375 service dogs a year are placed into service. And I mean, they've placed more than 7,000 dogs into service since 1975. And then you talk about Callan, is it Morrison? Callan Morrison, who raises dogs here locally in Middle Tennessee. It's so cool to see how Middle Tennessee has become such a melting pot for so many, and the experts that we have now here because of that melting pot in so many different areas. And it's not just one thing. We have experts from every field in the world, it feels like. And to find a guy like Callan Morrison to talk to, that had to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. She had a lot of cool stories. She had been raising dogs. She raised them through college. And she was like, you can take them everywhere with you. And so I was like, okay, like that's interesting. And for a second I thought about it and then I was like, no, girl, you cannot raise a dog right now. But she was super inspiring to talk to. And also just the way that you have to raise it and keeping in mind that it's for somebody else. So like her service dog she was raising, Louie, had different rules than her like other 4 dogs. Like Louie can't get on the couch. Louie has to do this certain thing. And just having that mindset that like, this is not for me, that takes a special person, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you have to completely change the dynamic of how you treat a dog if you're raising a service dog. So it's pretty cool. And for those of you who are looking for that story on Main Street Nashville service about service dogs, we will have it linked in the comments below. It's worth it. Trust me. Go check it out, mainstreet-nashville.com. But also another story that I wanted to talk to you about, you just recently put out about the Meet Us at the Bridge ceremony, which was held, I guess, this past Saturday.
Yeah.
And it honors victims of domestic violence. And one of the subjects of this story, I mean, it's fresh on James Kleinert's mind about, domestic violence and the impact it can have on a family. This is another type of story that hits you in the gut, but for a different way. What was it like, trying to get into that mindset of this is a very important story and I need to tell this story correctly?
I was honestly a little nervous about it and it was hard. I didn't go to the scene that day. I'm pretty sure I was in court for something. But I remember hearing about it. And because it was a murder suicide, there obviously was no court process. So it was kind of like open and shut pretty fast. I guess that's good in some ways and unfortunate in other ways. But so I really had to like get into kind of the details of what happened and like rethink about it. And it affected me more than I thought it was going to. James was great. He was so strong. I can't imagine I'm so grateful to him because I can't imagine being willing to speak with a reporter about something like that. And you could tell he really had a heart that this would help, that other people wouldn't have to go through the same thing. And he wanted to use his voice however he could to make sure that this didn't have to happen to somebody else. And he really made a plea for people to watch out for their neighbors. If you see something, say something. And because a lot of times law enforcement, sometimes they can't do anything if there's no actual crime, but you as a neighbor, you can go over and you can check on them and kind of see what's happening. And it was, to use a church word, it was convicting for me because it's like, am I watching out for my neighbors? But yeah, he was just so strong. And I'm so grateful that he got to come down for the bridge ceremony.
Yeah. So these types of stories are, kind of, they're the type of stories that we really want to tell as reporters. And for 2 reasons. One, because it's important to tell the stories of the people in our community. But 2, if those stories can reach someone else and help them to deal with a situation, or maybe find out about a service like the service dogs, or any of those type of things, that's the kind of thing that we strive for here, one at Main Street, but also just as reporters in general. And so you've done a fantastic job, and obviously coupling that with the work that you're doing in breaking news and covering courts, I'm sure it is a bit exhausting.
Well, thank you. It just depends on the day. Some stories are fun. The dragon boat story, I got to paddle a dragon boat, so that was like physically exhausting, but that was fun. And other ones kind of like inspire you to keep going. Some of the mental health stories I write are hard, but I like doing them because I know that they can help people. And I feel like the more word is out about mental health, the more that's normalized, that it's okay to have issues and you can get help for them. So that kind of gives me energy sometimes.
Well, you're doing a great job. And for those of you who are looking for more of Ashley's work, you can search her name on mainstreet-nashville.com. That would be the easiest way probably to find it. It's right there on your screen if you're looking for it. But thank you for the work that you're doing. I'm loving reading these stories, and everything that you're doing has just been fantastic. So well done. Kudos. We just wanted to come in here and give you a little praise this morning, a little pat on the back, Ashley. And I know it's exhausting doing what you're doing, but hey, you're used to being exhausted. You run.
It's true.
So there you go.
Appreciate it.
And seriously, just to put a cap on what Chris is saying, your hard work is noticed by us, at least. If that means, I don't know,
if nobody else, we see you, Ashley.
Yes, and we know that you're working your tail off. So.
Well, I appreciate it.
Of course.
But thank you for taking time to tell us about these stories. I'm looking forward to reading more here soon.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
All right. We will talk to you soon, I promise.
See you later.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's National Calendar Day. We didn't get to it earlier, so we got to get to it now. Stick around. Main Street. Yes. Mornings on Main Street. Main Street Media TV. It's a lot of Main Streets in there. Got to figure out what order to go in.
We only have 13 minutes until they have to lock the cell up.
Sorry. Tomorrow I'm going to wear orange. I'm just going to wear orange jumpsuits every day now.
We're like, actually, Chris, are you in jail?
It's terrible.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email Eric at rockcastlewealth.com.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
Have you heard about the high levels of radon in Middle Tennessee? Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer, second only to smoking, and has no color, no taste, and no smell. The only way to know if you have radon is to test for it. Duret Radon Mitigation offers testing for small and large-scale residential and commercial properties, plus mitigation services. Visit DuretRadonMitigation.com to request testing or get a free estimate for mitigation. That's DuretRadonMitigation.com.
I highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation because of their caring nature and attentiveness to detail.
Pre-planning your funeral now will bring you peace of mind and less stress to your loved ones. When the chaos of losing you happens, your family can honor and celebrate your life, knowing things are happening just as you wanted them to. Pre-planning determines the details of your funeral, cemetery services, and can be less expensive. We are honored to serve you and are always here for you in your time of need.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
that?
And now we look at the Nissan Stadium, where they're not playing this Sunday, but the Sunday after, the Colts take on the Tennessee Titans. Is it a revenge game for Matt Ryan, or will he fold like he usually does? Let's hope for the first thing. No, but this is actually a camera. This is a live camera on Nissan Stadium, I found.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, how about that?
Look at the East Bank, as they call it.
Yes. So hold on. Let me grab my compass. Yep, that's right. That is correct. East. I thought you meant west.
The East Nasty, baby.
Yes, man. This is a cool camera pick, though. This is a new one they offered up.
I like it. I like
Me
it.
too. Me too.
Do like a look at Nissan Stadium. Always fun to take a look at different places downtown Nashville.
For sure.
Let's hop in and check out today's National Calendar Day.
Justin, do it.
We got to give a shout out to teachers. World Teachers Day.
I'm cool with that. But this picture is just I can't. Weird. Yeah, I mean, one person on that's sitting down is unhappy. There has to be at least one, not all four. No way.
Maybe it was they were looking at something on Twitter, and the teacher came up behind them and said, "That's what she said," and this guy's like, "Well done," and everybody was laughing. Yeah. It could have been a "That's what she said" joke.
You know what, Chris? That's actually a really good. That's a perfect explanation, because you can see the other three are like, "I'm not going to high five you because it's a little bit of an embarrassing thing, but it was funny."
But it's a little
the other
funny.
Guy doesn't care. He's like, "Yes, give me some props. Say it louder."
Up high.
Yeah. He's like, I say stuff like that all the time. Let's go.
It's also National Walk to School Day.
Okay. That's all right.
That's not that, but
I'm glad you didn't make a slide for that, because that's not fun.
Well, here's the thing, and uphill both ways in the snow kind of thing. But
yes.
But it's obviously World Teacher Day if it's National Walk to School Day, because by the time the kids get there, they're exhausted and they just go to sleep, and the teachers get a day off.
Exactly. That I guarantee you, this all wraps up in a bow, being National Show a Video During Class Day.
Yes, the big like old school TV on.
You roll it out
on the roller. Yep.
Oh yeah. As soon as you saw that thing roll out and someone said hit the lights, you were like, "This is the best day ever." Unless you had a teacher that gave you a, "What did you learn on this video?" I learned that I had a quick break for the 45 minutes that this was on. That's what I learned.
I learned that my eyes do not, in fact, have holes in them. I checked.
We may have a different problem.
But it is also National Get Funky Day.
Uh-oh. Let me see if I can get a funky beat.
Do we have any funk? Look, I'm a big fan of funk music, by the way.
I like Motown.
I love funk. Funk I'm here for.
I would love to hear your definition. Like, if someone said, "Chris, I'm going to need you to," like if you were in some sort of maybe contest, explain in words the word funk. Go ahead.
I think you'd have to say music that includes horns and
horns. Okay.
Yeah, maybe something like this.
Okay. Well, some. So like
that's funky, right? It's a little bit, yeah. But then, that's kind of funky.
This is like EDM kind of though, but I guess it's like the original form of EDM, right?
It is, because it's not electric. It's actually made with instruments. But like I consider like
when you live with.
Oh, there you go. I consider September a funk song.
Okay. Yes. Do you remember? I'm about to play one that is the ultimate funk song. Ready?
All right. Yes. Staying Alive.
Oh.
I think that's fun.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the king of funk. I'm a woman's man. There's no time to talk. So
I would say that. I say that's probably funky.
James
Shaft,
Brown.
or of course, Wild Cherry. Down, 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 down.
That's true.
Play that funky music because it's literally. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. That kind of thing. Yeah.
A lot of what we're describing is old school. Is there new funk? Is funk still around?
I think Bruno Mars is kind of making some funk.
He's funky. He is funky.
Uptown Funk. There's that.
It's true. He even named it.
But I think, I think he's making some funky music. Gnarls Barkley kind of, maybe.
Right. I guess it's just sort of a very gray area genre, just because you could have that sort of music, but it not be funky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Absolutely. There's disco music and then there's like 70s soul and stuff like that, but it's not all funky.
Exactly. And we know because we are funk. You know what I mean?
I do play that funky music.
You do, and you are a white boy. That is the deal.
So it works out really well for me to play some Wild Cherry at the weddings.
So from like on American Idol, they have the panel of judges.
Yes.
Say to go. I think that anybody that has the idea of, hey, maybe we should enter the funky genre, come on the show, give us their funk, and then we give feedback. I'll be Simon. I don't mind being him. You can be whoever you want. I am going to do a British accent.
I can be Katy Perry.
You can be Katy Perry.
I'm here for this.
I would like to see if we could get Katy Perry, and if we don't, then definitely you got Katy
then
Perry.
I can be her. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Oh man, but yeah, there you go. Those are today's National Calendar Day. There's other stuff too. Like
Did you have a taco yesterday?
I did not have a taco yesterday. I really wanted to, but I did not get to. It's also National Pumpkin Seed Day and Coffee with a Cop. So
Wait, say again?
Coffee with a Cop.
You went and had coffee with a police officer?
That is what you should do today because it is National Coffee with a Cop Day.
Oh, I see.
And it's
not
National. It's National Do Something Nice Day.
Okay, is that what? Okay, no, this is the wrong thing. Okay, cool. So what do you got for me for the nice thing? This is so unexpected. I didn't expect this.
Expect something so nice from you today.
This is crazy.
I got nothing right now. I do like your puffy vest though. I do like your puffy vest. It's very nice puffy vest.
That was a nice compliment for sure. Physically, you have done zero though. So but now I know that you're thinking about it. And
John, I'm jealous. John Blackwell had tacos yesterday, and I'm angry at John. I did get a text message from my friends at Cali Burrito though, and Oscar's Taco Shop that they have tacos today for $1.99. So
okay. Well, they'll probably be mad at you whenever you walk in.
Appreciate it. All right, we got to get out of here. It is 11 o'clock. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk to Shelly Sasson from the Well Outreach about this weekend's big event in Spring Hill, the Whole Hog Festival. So,
Whole Hog.
Come back with us. Mornings on Main Street Media TV. See you then.
See y'all.